Hi everyone, my name is Karen Costa and I'm a full-time faculty member at Jones International University. This brief video will demonstrate how to set up your calendar in D2L. By setting up a calendar, you'll be able to communicate to students important due dates in your course. I don't know about you, but time management is always one of the biggest challenges that my students face. So by using the calendar, we can really help coach them about the importance of planning ahead and meeting deadlines. Super important, right? All right, let's get started. Follow along with me and I'll show you how to create your events in the calendar. So, where do we get to the calendar? You'll see that the calendar is a widget on your course homepage. So from your course, you'll scroll down and you'll see the calendar is on the bottom left. Okay? And I've set up 3 events just to start our conversation today so that you can see what we'll be doing. And then I'm going to show you how to actually create your own events. So you'll see here that in any given week, and this won't be a surprise to any of you, we have a first or initial post to the discussion due on Wednesdays. And then on Saturdays, students are expected to respond to 2 classmates and also to post or submit their Dropbox assignments. So you'll see here in this example, this is, again, just a demo. These aren't actual due dates. On April Fool's, April 1st, that's a Wednesday, students have their first post due to the 1.2 discussion. And then on April 4th, that's a Saturday, we have a note for students that they need to post at least 2 responses to their classmates. And then also on April 4th, on a Saturday, we are noting that they have a Dropbox assignment due. So this will show up when a student's logged into their course, and it will show upcoming events, and hopefully that will help our students plan and to also meet those deadlines. Now, another thing I want to show you here, the way we're going to set this up, if you actually click on one of these assignments, there's a wonderful course link. This is one of the cool things I really like about D2L. This course link will take students directly to the assignment in question. So they can access these specific assignments directly from the calendar. So if they see it, oh gosh, I need to get going on that, they can click right through and it'll take them to the assignment. Okay, so now I want to show you how to set up the events in the calendar. And I've set up a first week here. You should plan on setting up the due dates for these 3 types of events: the first post of the discussion, the responses in the discussion, and the Dropbox assignments. You should do that for all 8 weeks of your course. So when all is said and done, you'll have 3 events for all 8 weeks. Assuming you have those 3 assignments for each week, you would have about 24 events. I'm estimating that this will take you less than 30 seconds per event, so you should plan on this setting up your calendar taking you about 10 minutes. Okay, so how do we create an event? We're going to click on the arrow next to calendar and then select Go to Calendar. And we'll set up events for a mock Module 2, okay? So again, you'll see here these are dates I've already created. Let's select Create Event to create a new event. And first we're going to select Add Content to create that course link. And we'll select Module 2. And then we'll select this button here next to Assignment 2.2 and then select Add. Okay. We want to change the name of this, however, to tell students that their first post is due. So you're going to select Use Custom Name and then First Post Due to 2.2 Discussion. So this right here will provide a course link for students, but we want to be very specific to them that their first post is due on Wednesday. Okay? Scroll down here and you'll select All Day, and let's pick the following Wednesday, April 8th, and that will be the start and end date. So this will show up as due on Wednesday, April 8th. And then, last but not least, we're going to add a restriction. We don't want to pile on too much information, right? We know that our students' cognitive load, we want them to be able to focus and not be overwhelmed. So we're going to add a restriction here, and we're going to set this up to be hidden until 7 days before the event starts. We're recommending that you set this between 7 and 14 days based on the needs of your students. So you choose the day that makes sense for you and for your students, and then create. And you'll see here that we've now created first post due to 2.2 discussion, and it's going to be hidden until, no fooling, April Fool's Day. Okay, and then it will appear to students, and that will be the reminder to them. So again, we're not going to load every single due date into the calendar at once. That would be extremely overwhelming. Okay, next, let's create that next option for students, which is going to say at least 2 responses to classmates due to 2.2 discussion. So we'll go to create event, and again, we want to add content, and we're using the same choice here because it's the same assignment. We just have sort of 2 due dates for each discussion, right? Use custom name, and then at least, I like to put 2 in caps, at least 2 responses to classmates, at least 2 responses to classmates due to 2.2 discussion. Okay, and again, all day, and this one's going to be that Saturday, right? So their responses are always due on that Saturday. So we'll select April 11th, April 11th again. We want to add that restriction somewhere between 7 and 14 days. It will appear for students, and then we select create. And it will appear. There we go. And last but not least, we're going to add our assignment 2.3 Dropbox. So we'll go create events, add content, select module 2. We'll scroll, whoa. We'll scroll down to assignment 2.3 and select that, and then add. And in this case, because we only have the 1 due date for the Dropbox assignment, we don't need to use the custom name. We'll just leave it as is. We will set it up the same way all day, and we'll go to that Saturday, April 11th, and April 11th again. We'll add our restriction between 7 and 14 days and create. So you'll see that took me, 20 seconds from start to finish to create that event. So this isn't time consuming. You should plan on about 10 minutes to set up your entire calendar. So let's look at what we have right now. We have 6 items created. So my module 1 and module 2 are set up and good to go in the calendar. So then I would continue to do this for modules 3 through 8. Any other additional important deadlines that you feel students need to know about, you can create events for those. This is the bare minimum. The other thing I would like to add is that we're showing students due dates, but I always talk to my students about the difference between due, D-U-E, and due, D-O, right? So it's all well and good to know that your Dropbox assignment is due, D-U-E, on Saturday. But when are you going to do it? D-O. When are you going to actually do the work? So it's important that we coach students about how to use these deadlines. So for example, their responses to classmates aren't due till Saturday evening, but we might want to post a news item on Thursday saying, hey, why don't you get those responses out of the way so that you have more time to work on your Dropbox assignment? Or on Friday, we might want to say, why don't you allow yourself time to submit your paper to Smart Thinking? How about you complete your Dropbox assignment by Friday morning so that you'll have time to edit and revise? So the calendar is only part of the work we need to do around coaching our students on time management. But it's a good part. It's a good start. So we're excited to have it. Any questions about setting up calendar events, please let us know. Thanks, everyone.